Hi, welcome to All Scale Slot Cars. I'm Dennis, and this is part two of the 1,000 subscriber appreciation giveaway video. Uh, I really appreciate all your comments and uh, congratulations on the 1,000 subscribers. It's really a very surreal feeling. I'm just doing this because I love it, and to have so many people uh, that are following, it just blows me away. And I thank each and every one of you. And this is part two, and this is going to be the fun round right here. If you haven't watched part one yet, I suggest you go back and look at that because I'm putting these all in a playlist, so they'll be all grouped together. That's in part one where I showed the giveaway items, and there's about 10 or 11 of them right there in the far corner there. I do want to make a clarification on something. One of my subscribers had commented to let me know that I called this particular item a Dodge Charger, and I am so sorry. I did call that a Dodge Charger over and over again, despite I know very well that this is a Dodge Challenger RT. But for some reason, I elected to spit Dodge Charger out of my mouth over and over again. It even says Dodge Challenger right there in big letters. So I just wanted to clarify that's the Dodge Challenger from Vanishing Point, the unofficial Vanishing Point release from Auto World. Okay, let's get to the contest. Now, this, as you're probably well aware now, is my captain, has been my slot car captain since I've been a little boy. That car's been with me. It's an Aurora AFX AMC Matador, number 5, red, white, and blue. And I affectionately call that my captain, my leader of my slot cars. Also, I had nicknamed that Bobby Allison, and may he rest in peace, one of my favorite drivers of all time. Has just died recently, and this will be in tribute to him as well. Let's give him some kudos here. So yeah, this is the contest, and what this is going to be is this car is going to run a few laps around the track today, and I'm going to record it with the race coordinator software. And what I'm aiming for is to show the best time, the best lap time of all the laps I put down today. I'm going to try to get in 5 good laps at least. And that's to give you a good indication on how well this car runs around the track. And that's under the conditions of me holding, I'm left-handed, so I'm going to be holding a controller in my left hand and the phone in my right hand and doing the best I can. But this is going to be the same conditions next week when we do the official run. And I'm going to try to put down my best time next week. I'm going to try to do maybe 3 laps. And the best time is what we're going to be looking at. And all we're going to be looking at are the seconds and tenths of a second. Okay? So I'm going to put down some laps here. And I'll explain in a second what I need you to do to enter this contest. Let's hit start race. Get this thing going. I'm in the white lane. Okay, so I'm not going to look at that right now. Let's do some good laps in. The first lap is going to be a slow lap, of course. And I'm going to do my best. Now I'm going to be, I would call this aggressively conservative. I don't want to be crashing all over the place and be taking this video up with lost time of me putting the car back on the track. So I'm going to do my best to get some good times down. And we'll see. We'll check out the times to give you a good indication. You're going to guess the seconds and tenths of a second, just those 2 digits, okay? Okay, we'll do a couple more laps.
Driver 3, best lap. Driver 3, best
All right,
lap.
one more.
Driver 3, best lap.
Okay, now let's look at the times. And we see here, we're looking at the best time. We're only concerned about the best time, which is a 6.8, okay? Everything else after that is thrown out. You could see the other times it did. 6.8, 6.9, 7.2, 7.3, 7.3, 7.5. Okay? The best time, not the average time, but the single lap best time, which is a 6.8. That's what is key here. Now, you're on your own now to make a prediction on what I'm going to do. I'm going to run 3 laps next week. I'll close this contest out on Monday morning, next Monday morning, okay? So you have a full week. This is a Saturday morning, so it'll be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you have Monday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's when I'll take this down. Everybody's predictions will be recorded, and I'll go through and we'll race the official lap, and we'll see what happens, and the best lap time. Now, we're not rounding up, so if this were 6.86, we're not going to round that up to 6.9, okay? Only the first 2 digits, no rounding, okay? I just want to make that clear. So if you think I can beat that 6.8, you could put 6.7, okay? And if you list 6.7 and I run my best lap of the 3 that I'm going to race next week, if it's a 6.7, you hit it on the dot, you win. If 7 people say pick a 6.7, there's going to be a tiebreaker, and I'll explain that in a second. So if you're the only one with the 6.7, you win. If nobody picks a 6.7, we're going to go to the highest or lowest that's closer. Doesn't matter if you go over or under, whoever's closest to the 6.7, say. So if somebody picks a 6.9 and the official run was a 6.7, someone picks a 6.9 and nobody else was close, say the next closest was a 6.2, lower, then the 6.9 would win, and everybody who picked 6.9 would be eligible, and we'll go to the tiebreaker. If there's a 6.9 and a 6.5, you're equally as close, so everybody who picked 6.9s and 6.5s, if it's a 6.7, will be eligible for the tiebreaker. So hopefully that's clear. If you don't get that, just leave a comment, and I'll try my best to clarify as best I could. So hopefully that's clear. So what you're doing is just writing in a comment whatever second and tenths of a second, those 2 digits, 6.8, 6.9, 8.1, 5.3, whatever you want to write. I'm not going to be strict about the decimal point. You don't need to get the decimal in there. It's going to be understood. So if you write 69, 67, that's fine too. Now, in order to make a tiebreaker an easier process, I want you also to write down a 3-digit number in addition to that prediction of 6.8 or whatever you put. Another 3 digits, okay? Any 3 digits. Now, don't try to figure this out that it's going to be the hundredths, the thousandths, and the 10,000th column. That it won't be that. It might reach out and bite you in the butt if you try to figure something like that out. It won't make sense, but I just want you to write any random 3-digit number, and that's in case of a tiebreaker. So I hope that's understood. So all in all, you're going to write your seconds, tenths of a second, and then 3 more digits. Okay? And in case of a tie, we'll do that. And I need to do it this way just so it eliminates the Price is Right factor, where if you remember Price is Right, people would guess the value of an item, say a washing machine. And they would put the washing machine up, and people would say, 4 contestants would have to bid on it. And the first one would bid, they think it's $700, and they would bid $700. Well, the next person out of the 4, they would pick, they just purchased that same one, and they know they spent about $810 for it. But they don't want to go over, so they say $800. So now the third person, they know pretty much what that's worth, and they'll say $801. just to, if they think it's maybe worth $820, they're not going to say that. They just want to just cover that the other person's prediction by one. That's all they have to do, 801, which is a very smart thing to do. And then the last person thinks it's worth more than 801. They think it's worth 900, but they're not going to say 900. Nobody else is going to bid after them. So they would pick 802, which is a very smart thing to do. I don't want to have that happen in this contest, though, because it's just not fair to the people who pick early. People afterwards can cut them off. If somebody early picks, say in this case, 851 or something, the next person might think I can get it lower, so they might put 6.850. And that's just not fair to the first person by cutting them off so sharply. So with this method, you could just feel free to pick whatever you think that time is going to be, and we'll take it from there. And don't try to make any sense of the next three numbers. That's going to be random. All right. So I wish you all the best, and thank you for watching. And stay tuned in about 8 days or so, and I'll have the official run, best of 3 laps, and we're looking at seconds and tenths of a second. And I wish you all the best, and thank you for subscribing and for commenting and liking. And I'm having a great time, and let's just have some fun with this. And I wish you all the best, and good luck and take care.